Hey guys, real quick, I thought I would do a little video for you showing you how to put one of these little Facebook like boxes or buttons, they're called Facebook like buttons actually, on your website. The like button is specific to the absolutely specific URL that you are working with, and this can be a specific URL for a blog post or for a page. And you can do all sorts of cool things with a like button. I'm going to show you something really quickly about what a like button does, so you kind of get the idea of why you would even want to do this. This, of course, is a site that we're doing with Dawn as sort of a promotional site that she's using to bring people to Successful Spirit Summit. It's a scholarship idea that we came up with, and so here's the site that in its entirety, and on the home page of the site I have this like button. I'm going to go ahead and go to the first little post that someone has done. What we're having people do is like send us a little quote, and then over the next month or two they're going to actually ask their friends and people they know to help them get to 108 likes. And when they get to 108 likes, they're actually going to get a scholarship to come to Successful Spirit Summit. Of course, because I have this box over here going on, this is a great little promotion that is a list builder, and Dawn and I are building out a list of quite a lot of people, because what happens when you like a blog post, let me just click this little like button, okay, is on my Facebook, if I go to my profile page, you will see what's happened. There we go, look at that. Right here you see that that link has appeared right in my newsfeed, okay? So whenever you like a link, it appears here on your profile wall, and then all of your friends can potentially see that link come up in their feed. So if we're going to get 108 people on here to like something 108 times, of course the theory there is at least 10,000 people visit and look at our site, so our opt-ins on that site are probably going to be pretty groovy, right? Like we'll get a lot of people opting in here. If 10,000 visitors come to this website, some of them are going to want this little mini series bribe that we're doing for them. So it's a great way to build a list. But here's the deal. It's not just going to be 10,000 visitors, right? It's actually going to be more than that, because there's 10,000 visitors that are sharing to their wall, who are then in touch with all of their friends who may see this link in their newsfeed. So this may be a very viral launch strategy that we're doing. Of course, there's lots of ways that you can do like buttons on your site. You guys can hear my kids giggling in the background there. But so anyway, it's fun working on websites, and my kids are laughing in the background. I think you guys can deal with that. Here's what you do to actually put a like button on your website. You're going to go to Facebook Developers, and then within that, you're going to go to the like button. That's what we're looking at here, okay? So here's where you're, specifically looking at developers.facebook.com/docs/reference/plugins/like, but you can probably just click down here on like button and it'll bring up this page. It'll tell you what it is to make sure you've got the same thing, and then it'll bring you down here to get the like button code. This is where you put in the specific page URL, and it has to be the specific one that you want to put the like button on. So what I have to do here is go to the page that I want to put it up on, and I'm just getting these like buttons here ready for these entrants. So right now this page is blank, right? But I want to put a like button right here, and then when the entrant number 34 comes, we're going to put their post here and just send them their link. That's kind of what we're doing. So what I would do is I would take this link, I would copy it, and I would paste it into this section here. I uncheck the send button for XFBML only. We're actually going to use the iframes code. You don't need to know what that is. You can go and really, you can include send buttons there if you want, but this is only for sites that use the JavaScript SDK. You don't need to know what that means. Sometimes it'll kind of goof up on you if you start doing stuff that, you don't know what it means. So I leave that blank. Layout style, look, check this out. If you switch this around, you can change what your button's going to look like, right? And so I'm actually doing the third one here because I want the button count really visible. because of course this whole contest that we're doing is based on the number of likes, so I want that really visible for the participants. You can adjust the width of like how much space on your site this takes up. I've got this at 60 pixels, which is about that much or so width. Show faces I like to leave there. You can say like, or you can say recommend. If you have more of a news or report style thing, you might want to say recommend if you've got like review site. But for this one, I'm going to put the verb like on there. And then you can play with the font, and you know, there's all of those fonts you can have. And the color scheme, if you have a darker site, you could have it show up like that. But my site has kind of a light background, and I want it to just blend seamlessly with the green behind it, so I'm going to leave it on the light button. On the light background. So once you've got all that set, you click Get Code. And what that then will do, once you click Get Code, is it brings up the plugin code. And don't copy the XFBML code, copy the iframe code. You just copy that, and then you go to the page that you want to add it to. You edit that page in WordPress. You add the code in. When you're adding the code in, of course, make sure you're in HTML editing mode, not in visual, because this is HTML code, right? It's not visual. And then once you've done that, you click Update. And that's really all there is to it. Now, if we go and we view this page, you will see that we have added a nifty little like button to the site. That's really all there is to it. Okay, guys, now you know how to put a like button on your WordPress site. Da-da-da-da-da-da, ching!